He healed the sick. He raised the dead. He fed thousands with nothing but compassion. And yet, they chose to kill him. This is not just a death story, it's the unraveling of divine love in a world soaked in hate. It's betrayal, pain, injustice, and the most brutal form of execution ever known. All endured without resistance. Why? Stay until the end. Because what happened after he died changes everything. It began in a garden, not Eden, but Gethsemane. Among the olive trees, under a moonlit sky, he knelt, alone. Sweat like blood poured from his brow. He wasn't running from death. He was walking toward it, for us. Every burden, every shame, every secret, he felt it, the weight of humanity's sins crushing him before the first blow ever landed. Still, he whispered, "Not my will, but yours be done." Then came the sound of footsteps, a mob of soldiers, torches flickering, faces filled with hatred. Leading them was a friend, Judas, a kiss, the final act of betrayal. And with that, Heaven's prince was bound like a criminal. No resistance, no miracle escape, just surrender, dragged through the night, mocked, spit on, blindfolded and beaten. The high priest demanded answers, but Jesus remained mostly silent. False witnesses stumbled through lies. The truth didn't matter, only the sentence. Pilate found no fault in him. But the pressure of the crowd grew louder. A murderer was freed. And the innocent was condemned. He was scourged, whips tearing skin from bone. They mocked him with a robe and pressed thorns into his skull. They placed a cross on his shoulders, heavy, splintered, designed for suffering. Each step carved pain deeper into his flesh. The same hands that shaped galaxies were now trembling under wood. He stumbled, fell, but he rose again and kept walking, because love doesn't quit. They reached Golgotha, the place of the skull. There they laid him down, not gently but brutally. Nails were driven into his wrists and then his feet. Every strike echoed through creation. The cross was raised. Suspended between heaven and earth, he hung, rejected by both. But even in agony, he noticed a thief beside him and promised him paradise. He saw his mother and ensured she'd be cared for. Even while dying, he loved fully. At the 6th hour, the sky went dark. Midday, but the sun refused to shine. The earth trembled, rocks split. It was as if all of creation grieved. And then, a voice, weak yet victorious. It is finished. With one final breath, the Savior died. And the curtain in the temple, once separating man from God, was torn in two, not from bottom to top, but from top to bottom. The King of Kings lay still. Soldiers pierced his side to be sure. Blood and water flowed, proof of a broken heart. He was taken down, wrapped in linen, and buried in a borrowed tomb. Heaven went quiet. Hell celebrated. Earth held its breath. This wasn't the end. This was the ransom paid. He could have stopped it all, with one word. But love held him there. Not the nails. Love. He died so the guilty could go free. He died for you, and even in death, he had already won. But don't stop here, because 3 days later, the tomb would be empty. This isn't just a sad ending. It's the beginning of resurrection. So if you feel forgotten, rejected, guilty, you're exactly the one he died for, because love didn't die on that cross. It was conquered there.